Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing some squirrel hunting. Sort of heard one over there because lately I've been going out bow hunting for whitetail, for deer, and been a lot of squirrels around. Probably see a dozen a day, so I decided to just bring my 22 out today. I also have my bow with me over there, but decided to bring my 22 with me today and see if I can get some squirrels. So let's see what we can do. See if we can get that one that's over there. I can see the limbs moving. Alright guys, it was kind of hectic. I didn't really have time to film, but I ended up seeing this guy over in those trees over there, which I've been hearing some in here, so they're probably still in here. So I saw this guy in those trees over there, went over there, and I shot him, and I went a little bit further back than I wanted, but I dropped him right out of the tree, dead right when he fell, so that's good. Pretty decent size. I mean, he's not huge, but pretty happy with that. See if we can get some more. My sight here, it's not screwed down tight, which I realized when I was already up here, and I don't have a screwdriver right now, so it kind of wobbles a little bit. We'll see what happens with that. That obviously could be bad, but alright, so I'm hearing some commotion over in here, so I'm gonna go over there. Well guys, again, I wasn't filming, but here's number 2. I actually chased this guy all throughout the forest. He started that way down there. I chased him up here, and then he came over here. And then he was way up in the tree, and I decided to just sit and wait because he sounded like he was coming down. And he came down, gave me a perfect shot, just like looking right at me. So I took it. I don't know why he was coming back down, but I'm not going to complain. Where'd he go? He's somewhere in there. I can't find him on the camera, but he's in there. I can see him. So I'm going to see if I can get him. Ooh, smoked him. He's definitely down. Now I have to figure out a way to get down this. That should be fun. Well guys, I didn't end up finding that squirrel. I was looking for the better half hour, and I just can't seem to find it, and I gotta head off to work now. The reason I wasn't able to find that squirrel is because there's a lot of caves above where I shot him. I shot him in a tree, probably fell into one of those caves, and they go way down in the ground, so I couldn't fit down in the caves to go get him. Alright, well I gotta get these 2 guys skun up. So, looks like we got 1 female and 1 male. So, alright, gonna skin them up. Alright guys, I was sitting on the porch and I ended up hearing some squirrels. And so I came out here, just bagged 2 squirrels. One's up in a tree up here, but I'm pretty sure if I shake the tree, he'll fall out. He's dead. And then one's way over there. Probably a solid 40-yard shot, open sights. And there he lies. So I actually shot him on that stump. I didn't realize that he made it down here. Might have just fell, honestly, down here. Oof. I got a direct headshot right there. Huh. I'm honestly pretty surprised at that. Alright, let's go see if we can shake the other one out of the tree. So, change of plan. I don't think he is dead. Looks like he's clinging onto the tree, so I'm going to shoot him again. Alright, oh, there he goes. I smoked him that time. 2 more squirrels for the stew. So another thing I noticed is that the male is significantly heavier than the female. It might be because I blew the female's head off, but... So this is probably going to do it for the squirrels around the house, like around this area, because I don't want to kill all of them in this area. So this is the style that I use for cleaning a squirrel. A million YouTube videos out there. I'll put one in the description. You just pretty much make a cut right below their tail, cut through their tail, and pull the skin off from the back forward, and then you just have to skin around the legs and pull the back leg skin off. And then I don't even take this center half. I just cut the 2 front shoulders off, and then I cut about to here, because you do have some back straps in here, so I cut about to like here, and then I'll just throw this half over the bank. But I'll put a link in the description because they can explain it way better than I do. Well, I was trying to throw that over the bank and it ended up there. So now there's a hanging squirrel hide. So usually this whole area will come off when I'm peeling off the regular skin, but for some reason this time it didn't. So I'm just gonna try to cut it probably like right there. Just the skin, I mean, cut the skin right there. It's also a whole lot more simple for getting all the guts out. You just have to push all these guts up in there, and then you can cut down right there. So you still are getting a little bit of the back strap, but you're not having to deal with pulling all this crap out. So now I can take the rib cage and all that stuff. There is a tiny bit of meat in there, but it's really not enough to save all this for. So a couple of interesting things. You can see the meat on the male is like a crazy amount darker than the meat on the female. And also, if I could go back, I would probably not have shot the female because she was just too small, and she's a female. I don't want to shoot the females. Alright guys, so I went after one more squirrel, but I couldn't get a clear shot on him. So we're just going to be cooking up these 4. Should be plenty. So I'm going to be making these a pretty simple way. Alright, so to start off with, I'm just going to throw these, I'm going to throw some oil in the pan, and I'm going to throw these in there and just brown them real quick. One more thing I got to do is just make sure I got all the hair off as best as I can. Alright, so the squirrels are browned up. I mean, a couple of spots are not very good, but it's okay. I mean, that's not cooked. They're going to be cooked in the pot. Alright, so I got the potatoes and carrots all chopped up. Got these browned. So now I'm going to add this chicken broth. Alright, got that all in there. Now I'm going to add all this stuff in here, and then I'm going to probably let it sit for... I'm going to pull these out, and I'm going to pull all the meat off of the bones, then put the meat back in there, and then let it cook. And I almost forgot the onion. Alright, so I got it all in here. I added some garlic powder, some pepper, some salt. Added the onions, obviously. Added all the squirrels. And now I'm just going to stir it every now and then and let it sit. Alright, so I just pulled all the squirrel out of the pot, and I'm going to pull the meat off of it once it cools down a little bit and put it back in there. Alright, so here's all the meat that we got off the bones. There's bones, there's meat. So now I'm going to add it back in there. Heat it back up, and I don't know, leave it for a half hour or something. Alright, it's all done. Now it's time to dish it up. Alright guys, so it's the next day, and I heated some more of this up. I just didn't film at the dinner table the other night, because I didn't want to film at the dinner table. So, my whole family said they liked it though. My mom liked it, which I was pretty surprised about, because she doesn't really like the idea of eating squirrels, but she liked it, so that's good. My dad and sister also liked it, so I think I count this one as a win. I liked it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel and follow along for more outdoors. Thanks for watching, guys.